So good morning, first year students. Today I am going to discuss with you elements of Shakespearean comedy. Comedy, as I told you, is a type of drama, and in our course of first year we have The Merchant of Venice, which is a comedy by William Shakespeare, and there are certain characteristics or important features, salient features of Shakespearean comedy, which I am going to discuss with you today. So today we will discuss the elements of Shakespearean comedy with special reference to The Merchant of Venice, which is in our course. So the very first characteristic of comedy by William Shakespeare is that the heroines are given more importance than the heroes. We will see in tragedies that in tragedies the heroes are of paramount importance rather than the heroines. But when we look at the comedies, we see that the heroines, they occupy more space, they occupy more significance in a comedy. For example, we see that Viola is the central figure in the comedy Twelfth Night, and in Merchant of Venice we see Portia is more important and she is given more space and significance than Bassanio or Antonio or any other male figure. And if we see any other comedies also, we will see that the female characters or the heroine protagonists are of more importance and significance in Shakespearean comedies rather than the tragedies, where we see that even the names are on male characters in tragedies. For example, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear and Othello. The names themselves suggest that the male characters, that it is based on the male characters. But in a comedy, we see that the female characters, they occupy more dialogues, more importance. They have a hold over not only their own lives but the lives of others. Here also we see that Portia is so important that it is in Portia's hands to save Antonio's life. And in the end we see that in the trial scene also, it is Portia who came as a savior to save Antonio's life. And it is she who is ready to pay thrice the amount to the antagonist, that is Shylock. So here the protagonists are not the male characters but the female characters. And as I told you that Viola is of much significance in Twelfth Night and Portia in Merchant of Venice. Then the second characteristic of Shakespearean comedy is disguise. This is a very, very important element of Shakespearean comedy. It is a device. Now, disguise is such an important dramatic device that Shakespearean comedy just can't do with it. So, disguise and mistaken identity, they are the common features of Shakespearean comedies. So, in Twelfth Night we see that Viola, who is a lady, and when she is lost after the shipwreck and when she lands in Illyria, due to safety issues, she dressed up as a man and she worked as a page under Duke Orsino. And Duke Orsino couldn't find out that she was a lady. Even Olivia, who falls in love with the appearance, with her man's appearance, even she could not make out that Viola is originally a lady. So she is disguised as a man. So disguise is a very important tool in Shakespearean comedy. So here also in Merchant of Venice, we see that this tool of disguise has been used. Portia, in the trial scene, she does not enter as a lady. She does not enter the court as Bassanio's wife, but she enters the court disguised as a lawyer, as a man, and nobody could recognize her. So you see, this arouses amusement because we the readers, we the audience know that she is not a male lawyer, but she is Portia. But the characters in the comedy, they are not aware of this disguise. So this causes a lot of amusement. And even her servant and friend Nerissa, she also disguises as her assistant lawyer. So this tool of disguise is used in a lot of Shakespearean comedies. Now, mistaken identity. Naturally, when a person will be disguised as someone else, he or she will be mistaken. His or her identity will be mistaken. So, the identity of the characters is mistaken due to disguise or resemblance. For example, when we read Twelfth Night, we see that Viola and Sebastian, they are twin brother sisters and they look alike. And when Viola is dressed up as a man, she looks exactly as her twin brother Sebastian. So first of all, she was taken as a man. Plus, when Sebastian also enters Illyria, then what happens that people who have seen Sebastian, when they see Viola, they think that this is Sebastian. And so Cesario, the changed name for Viola, Cesario is mistaken for Sebastian and Sebastian is mistaken for Cesario. So this also causes a lot of comic effect, a lot of amusement. And then also this theme of twin brothers or twin brother sister was a favorite theme with Shakespeare. He has used this theme in a lot of comedies. So here also in this comedy, The Merchant of Venice, there is mistaken identity. Misconception of Portia that she is a male lawyer. The characters like Bassanio, Shylock, the Duke and Antonio, they all think that this is a male lawyer. So this is mistaken identity. She is now, her real identity as Portia is not known. In the same way, Nerissa is also disguised as the assistant and her identity is also mistaken by the other characters of the play. So mistaken identity or misconception forms an important characteristic of Shakespearean comedy. Now, another characteristic is wedlock. Wedlock means marriage. Generally, the Shakespearean comedy ends into a happy marriage or the happy reunion of the lovers in the form of marriage. In his play, comic play, Midsummer Night's Dream and Twelfth Night, we find that there are more than one marriage in the end. So it was thought that marriage is the beautiful and happy ending of the comedy. Now, again, in this play, Merchant of Venice also, we see that there are 3 marriages in the play and the marriages are between Portia and Bassanio, Lorenzo and Jessica and Nerissa and Gratiano. So marriage was thought to be a part of happy ending in the comedies. And if we see other comedies also, we find that there are happy ending with a marriage or a wedlock. Then romantic and remote setting. When we read a Shakespearean comedy, we find that the setting is in some remote, far away region and some romantic name is also given to it. Now the action or the plot is of the Shakespearean comedies. It takes place in some far away, remote and romantic and highly imaginary place and setting. And for example, the magical woods in Shakespeare's comedy Midsummer Night's Dream and the forest of Arden in As You Like It and Illyria in Twelfth Night. See the name, notice the name Illyria. It matches with Elysium. So something imaginary. Now Shakespeare was very fond of, he liked giving timeless locations to his comedies in order to give it a romantic and a far-fetched remote setting. Then comes music. Music play a very important role in Shakespeare's comedy. If we remember, if we have read Twelfth Night, a comedy by William Shakespeare, we will notice that it opens with the dialogue by Duke Orsino that if music be the food of love, play on. He is listening to music. The comedy, the play starts with his listening to music because he is love lone, and only one thing which can soothe his heart is music. And in other comedies also we find chorus. Chorus means band of musicians who sing songs from time to time, and there is musical language also. There are lyrics inserted in between. There are songs. Even the very language of the dialogues of the characters, it is musical. Plus we find a lot of songs by the fools of the comedies or other peoples who are happily singing songs. So music is also an important component of Shakespearean comedy. Now, a very significant a component of Shakespearean comedy is role of chance. Chance play a very significant role in Shakespearean comedy. Chance and fate. Now, if we look at the example of Twelfth Night, we see that the twin brother-sister, Viola and Sebastian, they land in Illyria by chance. The ship is wrecked. The ship is totally broken. By chance, Viola is saved. By chance, Sebastian is also saved. Now, again, they both land at the same place. Plus, they both meet each other indirectly, and they meet with the same place, same people in the same place, who mistake them for each other. Why do people mistake them for each other? Because Viola, when she is dressed up as a man, she is looking exactly as her twin brother Sebastian. In Merchant of Venice also we see that by chance Antonio's all the ships laden with rich goods, they are miscarried in his utmost need. When his friend needed money, he did not have enough money. So it is by chance that it happened so. And by chance he went to borrow money from Shylock. And by chance, Portia arrives at the right moment when Antonio was about to be killed by the antagonist Shylock. And it is by chance only or by good fate that all the ships of Antonio return in the end of the play safely. So, chance or fate play a very significant role in Shakespeare's comedy. Then humor and wit. Now, humor and wit are also important components of his comedies because they give a very amusing effect to the comedy. So because the name is comedy, there should be certain humor and wit. So, and how do we get humor and wit? By the help of dialogues filled with wit, humor and sparkle. And it is so much filled in dialogues that it amuses the audience and the readers. They are forced to laugh, they are amused, they are entertained. And if we see the Merchant of Venice, we see the dialogues of Portia in the trial scene. How she debates with Shylock that what is written in the bond. When he presses that I will stick to my bond, then she says that okay, you can stick to your bond, but where is it written in the bond that even a single drop of blood will drop? So on that point, she catches the neck of Shylock. Plus, there is a very humorous scene when Jessica, the daughter of Shylock, she runs away with Lorenzo with a lot of money. So he is so confused, Shylock is so confused whether he is sorrowful for his daughter or for his lost money. So in one moment he says, "Oh, my lost daughter." Another moment he says, "Oh, my lost jewels and my gems and dialogues and diamonds." And it seems that he is more concerned about his gems and diamonds. So in the last, we see that even the fools in the Shakespearean comedy, they are very witty. If we remember Twelfth Night, we see that the fool, Viola is very much impressed by the quick wit of the fool. She says that this fool is so much witty that he knows what to say and when to say. He is very witty. His dialogue is very witty. Now, in the end, there is a happy resolution because it is a comedy and because it is supposed to end in a very happy manner for the major characters. Not for all the characters, but it is supposed to end happily for the major characters. So there is a happy resolution in the end of Shakespearean comedy. So all the comedies by William Shakespeare, they resolved happily in the end, and in the end all the problems and confusions are resolved and the comedy ends happily for the major characters. Generally, as I told you, that it ends in a happy marriage or the resolution of misunderstandings. All the entangled things are resolved, and in the end everything comes to be, and they lived happily ever after. So these were the components of William Shakespeare's comedies. I hope you understood this lecture. Thank you.